I kind of want to echo Karen. Yesterday morning in Hilo, at the Naniloa, pulling back the curtain, and the first thing I saw was the cruise ship being towed into the harbor, which just seemed kind of ironic and a little bit left me feeling some trepidation. So I think that might be an opportunity, Mayor Kim, for some communication, not only to us as a council, but to the community. I know that I've been getting messages, phone calls, social media call outs to stop the cruise ships, to which I had to respond, it's not really in my sphere of influence. However, I think it behooves us to understand more fully who does make that decision and how that decision gets made, why it hasn't been made yet. Here we have the cruise ship in Kona right now, and one of the filthiest facilities we have is on the Kona Pier. The bathroom there gets consistently damaged and overly used by the homeless population, which is already a challenge when we have people coming off the cruise ship and who can't use the facilities there because of either filth or dirt or needles or people passed out there or whatever. And now, adding to it that we want these people to have access to where to wash their hands, and anybody going back and forth. I know that's the state. It's DLNR. However, if there could be I'm hoping that because there's the governor's emergency proclamation might allow for some crossover of maintenance, especially of that facility, to get that up to the highest standard it could possibly be at, in order to, if the passengers are going to continue to come and go off that pier, that they have access to spaces to wash their hands and stay as clean as possible.
Well, I want to follow up on the questions of the cruise ships as an example of things that must be weighed. As yesterday I met with the captain and owners of Pride of America and told them that, I realized the extreme importance of many people on the economy impact of the ship. If it was as simple as that closure and not considering all the other consequences of any action, life would be so simple. The question that we asked of the Norwegian Cruise Line yesterday is identify those things that they have been doing to minimize any risk. And I was really impressed. They changed their whole buffet line system of the people not touching the service thing or whatever, that every passenger going off are not asked to spray, they spray, those kind of things. If the cruise line was guilty of already, I think recommendation would have been to re-examine until further notice. What will be our recommendation eventually of everything, I don't know, especially when we talked about difficulties like the Maramonach. But I want you all to imagine that we had airlines guilty of transporting people who had the disease at advanced stage. I cannot react by saying all flights should be canceled, because I know the pure economic impact of so many thousands of people, even if it was my authority. Whether it's my authority or not, I am obligated to look at all the factors of decision making. We have a thing here that I'm going to follow up. We already followed up before this meeting of a doctor. He said Hawaii, young 30s, came to Hawaii. I don't know where. I asked, where Hawaii? And that's being followed up on. Then he went back to Canada and he has the virus. Naturally, Department of Health and everybody got to work backwards.